I hear the female calling him now. We'll see what happens. I'm focused on the nest, so when they start hauling the twigs, we'll get to see that. There's one in the nest now, see? And out this one goes for another twig. They're just waiting for it to warm up. And here we are. See if we can get the next one sailing in. Great day at the nest. Coming in now. All right, just landed. Look at this. Busy, busy. Look at this. Oh yeah, they're all excited. They got springtime here on the trail and out for another one. They get busy this time of day. Up in the tree now. They'll want to mate probably. Let's see what happens here. Our lighting's getting better. You can see the color in his eye now and the orange on his breast. Sun's peeking through the clouds. Oh, he's looking intent now. He hears that stellar jay making a racket, so he's wondering what that's all about. And his crop looks pretty flat, so he may be ready for a hunt here too. Now he's looking. Look at that. He's intent. Peeking around the edge of the limb there. Now he's looking over towards the nest. He wants to know what them stellar jays, they read all signs. Stellar jays are upset with something over there, and he wants to investigate that. All right. We'll back off a little bit here and see what else is going on. You can see it's just about ready for the leaves to come out. Another few weeks you won't be able to see none of the green leaves everywhere. Alright, well, we'll get zoomed back in on the nest. Alright, this one just landed, weaving the stick in. Don't take them long, in and out, in and out. They're busy. Another angle. Oh yeah, and out for the next twig. Okay, here she is sitting in a tree. And she just put a twig in the nest, so maybe he'll come in and mate with her. We'll see what happens here. This is their famous mating perch. I used that last year several times. But this is the female. She was just in the nest, flew over here, and now is sitting here. Was calling him a little bit. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, she's looking around. Maybe she'll get another twig. Oh yeah, hopping over here. She's going to get a twig and head back to the nest. Yeah, she's trying to get herself a twig. There she goes. All right. Okay, here she comes with a twig, I think. Sailing in right now, him or her. All right, came in the back way there. Got a twig, going to work it in the nest. They get really busy this time of year. When the leaves come out, you won't even see that nest. It's well hidden. But you can see how deep it is now, weaving them in there. Get a twig and get it all fixed up. Out for another one. And there she goes. And landed in the back with another one. What a great day to be at the Cooper Hawk nest. They're just out and back and weaving in the stick, looking for the other one. And they've got plenty of twigs. They're just kind of a ritual now. Out again. There she goes. Giving us a good view now. Looking back over towards the nest, and he's to her left there. She's trying to call him in for a mating session. Alright, turn around. Giving us the front side now. Alright, now you can see all the orange on her. Looking really nice. She's got those wonderful colors. She's looking really good. They've been busy working on the nest and everything. Now she wants him to come in here. And there she goes. Alright, she's sailing in with her stick now. And there she is. Oh, just a talking. They're all excited. He's doing his sticks in, weaving them, then she comes in, puts her stick in. Oh yeah. They're getting everything all squared away. After they do the sticks, they put a little bit of cedar bark in there. Little chunks, so that when the eggs are laid, they lay on that. And I've noticed a couple of Cooper hawk nests, they do that. They line it with cedar bark chips, the little flat ones. And it seems to be a tradition for Cooper hawks. Well, the sun's coming in good now, and she's gonna keep working on the nest here. I'll watch very closely, and yeah, she knows she's going to be sitting in that nest for 30-some days once she gets her eggs in there, so she's just wanting it just right, nice and comfortable. They've been working together this morning, doing good, communicating back and forth, and putting in the twigs. Had a mating session, so everything's going good. Oh yeah. I hear the other birds sing. Yeah, she's just kind of testing out the nest now. Her head sticking up there, and oh yeah, now she's working down a little lower there. They made it really deep, so when it comes time for incubation, when she's laying there, you won't even be able to see her. So, all right, I'm gonna turn around this way a little bit. Alright, maybe she's going to stay. Alright, sailing out. Alright, the male just flew in the tree, and he should be sailing over here and see what happens with the mating. I'll back off a little bit. There we go. Crows are up in the tree making a ruckus. And he's coming in, and they're going to do a little mating session there. Alright, went to get another twig. So he's not going to join her yet. But she's calling to him. He went over to get another stick. She's calling to him again. And we'll see what happens here. He's right in the tree next to her. He just put a stick in the nest, so he's sitting close. Alright, there she goes. Well, there he is. He just brought her some food. She left her perch and sailed over here, and they've been communicating. He delivered the snack. There he is. He's all happy with himself. She's having a little snack right now. Oh yeah. Sitting there. I might be able to come in just a little bit closer on him. But she's in the big fir tree. That's where she usually eats the food, and there he is. Oh yeah, he's a happy camper. He did his job. Look at that. Now you can see his red eyes. So he just landed there in the big fir, called her in. She flew over, gave her the hand off the food. Went over, checked the nest. Yeah, she's waiting for him to come down on the limb and join her here. been flying around, going back and forth to the nest. We'll see what happens here. She's looking over there for him now. There she's calling. All right, here he comes. Oh, mating. Oh, I got a couple of happy campers there. Had a good honeymoon there. All right, that's a male there. This guy's on the right-hand side, and that's their ritual. Put the sticks in the nest and do a little calling, and then here they are. So we have two happy Cooper hawks here, trying to make some Easter eggs. So, oh yeah, there she tells him to go get busy. How about that? All right. Well, isn't that something? Okay, come back in on her a little bit here. Listen to her call. All right. Well, she just flew out. The male called her with some food, and then she's over the cedar tree with the food. And this is the male in the nest now. So he's taking care of the eggs till she gets done eating, and then she'll relieve him. He's just in there messing around. There he goes. He's flying out now. She just landed, so they traded off, see? Well, there you go. He brought her some food. She got a chance to eat it, and then he took over on the nest. She's flown off, and she's back in here, so we'll see what happens here. Shift change at the Cooper hawk nest. She must have had a good little snack there. Come in a little more here. There we go. Yep. Got the shift change. He was in there taking care of her. She was finishing up her meal. Now she's back here, and he took off. We'll see how this goes. You hear all the other birds calling. Yep, she's got her job cut out now to maintain these eggs now. Alright. I'll keep an eye on her, see how this goes. She'll get settled back down on him. Been a busy gal today. Looks like she's settling back in there now already. Yep, he went off doing his thing. He's going to go hunt some more food. Yeah, well, she looks pretty content again. Didn't take her long, got off, had a quick snack. He took over in the nest, and then she told him, get out, I'm coming in. They did the shift change, so there you go. There she is. Kind of sitting up in the nest now. Kind of looking over here. Watching everything that's going on the trail. I'll try to come in on her a little bit. Just taking care of her nesting duties here. There she is, peeking out. Oh yeah. When those leaves come out, she'll be well hidden. Nobody will even know she's there. Alright. She can see several directions. I'll see if she can sail out here. she's gonna work on it a little bit. Look at that. There she goes. Out she goes for another run here, taking a little break. Okay, she's looking at something. Giving us a good profile shot too. She keeps an eye on everything around this nest. Anything that moves, she's alert to it. They've got a lot invested in these babies. It takes a long time, nest and incubating the eggs and raising them. They're good parents. They've been here for many years. They're doing a fine job at this spot. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put her foot back up. Okay, she's got a good food in her crop too. See, she's well fed. All right, Dad's doing his job, keeping everybody fed. Okay, she's looking down, seeing what's going on. I'm gonna back off a little bit. You can see her perch. There you go. That's her hiding spot. She can sit in here and watch the youngsters. All right. There's Mama in the nest. She's walking around checking out the youngsters. They would have just hatched within probably a week. Oh yeah, she's just maneuvering around a little bit. We just come in for a check-in. There she goes. They're getting excited because she's going to bring them in a little snack. These look like they're about a week old. Little Cooper hawks. Just a little flash of white here. There you go. Of course, we don't really know how old they are, but just judging from past years, about a week old. And she'll be coming in and feeding them. See a little flash of white in the sticks there, and Mama just flew out, and she should be back shortly with the food. All right, we'll keep an eye on these little guys. See what happens here. And she just came back now, so she's keeping an eye on the youngsters. And she's waiting for the male to come in with the food, so they're on the ball today. It's morning, it's breakfast time, and she took off, checked out the area, relieved herself probably, and came back, and now is babysitting until Dad shows up with the food. Here she's kind of looking over here now. Well, we're all excited about it. An active Cooper hawk nest, and got some healthy youngsters wiggling around down in there, so we'll try to get back here and make some good videos. Now she's really looking at something. She sees a bird or something. She's really looking intent now, so look at that. She's staring right there, got her neck up, looking over the edge, but she doesn't miss much, especially when she's got young mouths to feed. Okay, she's checking everything out. Got her head down low now. And probably looking at the youngsters. Yep, Mama's got her head down looking around. I don't know if she's trying to hide the youngsters or just checking on them. She saw something, so she was alerted. Little guy's still wiggling. Got activity at the Cooper hawk nest. Now she's looking up to the left. And there she goes. Yeah, and down in the nest after something. Okay, Mama just turned around here. She took out after squirrel. Now she's posing right here and showing off her breast feathers. She was in the nest, kept looking up, put her head down, and squirrel got too close, and zoom, out she went. Almost caught it. But she ran off. Now she's sitting here on the limb, right next to the nest, keep an eye on the squirrels. What a beautiful Cooper hawk. She was quick. She was out of that nest. She put her head down first, saw the movement. The squirrel kept getting closer and closer, and off she went. Scared the squirrel off. Had it for a little bit, and now she's sitting in her tree here guarding the youngsters. They're very dedicated parents, very alert. What a beautiful shot. Right from the front now, she turned around and gave us an excellent view. We're all excited about it. We had interloper, turned out to be a squirrel, and she protected the young, and now she says she's looking up again to see if she can find that squirrel. All right. Oh yeah, still peeking through the twigs. Getting a little marking around his eye now. Growing like weeds. These guys grow so fast. Hatch the flight, 5.5 weeks. They'll fly on the 4th of July. Oh yeah. He's just peeking through there, watching everything. It's a big learning process now. He's tired of being crouched down in the nest. He wants to see over the top, see some of the other birds, and learn a little more about his environment here. And he's listening to all the birds too. But the bird he likes is Dad's feeding call. That's the one he likes. It's his favorite sound. Kind of a bick bick he goes, and the female will sail over and get the food from the male and bring it here and feed these guys. And that's generally the routine now. When they get a little bit older, then they'll both be off hunting, but now she has to protect them against predators, squirrels and stuff like that. Even they can be a hazard. Oh yeah, guy's gonna climb a little higher. Look at this little guy. Little gray eyes peeking through there. Bluish gray at this stage. Then they slowly turn yellow. They're beautiful little Cooper hawks. Just sitting in there enjoying their day and growing. My goodness, we come every couple of days and they just grow like weeds. It's unbelievable the growth that can take place with the feathers and then the size of the bird in just a couple of days. Can't hardly believe it. But they have to grow fast. You know, they gotta hatch out, get training so they can fly south for the winter. They gotta go on migration, so they gotta be self-sufficient by, September actually. By September, that's when migration starts. So if this was a northern bird, it would have to really learn how to hunt, because it would have a long flight and has to get out before the snow sets in. We're pretty mild in this area. They hang out here and are a little late, it doesn't make any difference, but they're happy campers waiting for their mama. And they're just a-looking too. There's our babies. Look at them playing, flipping and flopping the wings now. Look at, oh yeah, they got some little primary feathers coming in. Oh yeah. There we are. Now they're showing themselves. Well, we like that, peeking over the top a little bit. What a great day to come down here and get these guys. The one on the left, see that one? I'm estimating at least 3 in there. Look at that. There's one just a working out. Look at him go. They're frisky. Good morning, Cooper hawks. Well, we've been coming ever since early spring, watched them put the sticks in and incubate. They've been sitting there patiently. Now we got the little guys. And they're just all over the place, exercising, getting ready for breakfast. Oh, we like to watch them play. Look at that. And when's breakfast? Well, when Dad catches the food. It might be brunch, or it might even turn into lunch, but mealtime is when Dad catches the prey. But they're all well fed, they're doing good. They're Kind of settling back down now. Had a little exercise. Oh yeah. Then we get to hear all the other birds in the area too. A lot of them on the trail here. A lot of songbirds. One still terrorizing the nest. Keeping the other ones alert there. All right. Okay, Mama's feeding them. She's standing right at the back door just to feeding away. Little heads are going. Look at these guys. Oh yeah, breakfast time at the Cooper Hawk nest. Little guys are just going for it. Little heads going up. She's tearing off chunks and handing them to them. Got one healthy guy in the front there. There's Mama looking over here. I counted them from the other angle. There's at least 3 of them. And they're 2.5 weeks old now. So we're going to sit right here and watch Mama feed these guys. Got hungry babies to feed. It's breakfast time. Oh yeah. We sat here for a while and finally we heard her make her call, so we knew she had received the food from the mail. And then sailed in the back door, we call this. She comes in from the left here. Oh yeah, look at her. Up she goes and out she goes for the next one. Right up in the limb here. I'll try to get a shot of her. Okay, she flew over here now. She just got done feeding the babies in the nest. Sailed over here and she's at the same height as the nest now, and she keeps a close eye on them. See her nice orange markings on her breast there and her reddish eyes. But she's just sitting tight looking over. Yes, last trip in she had to chase a squirrel out of the area because it's getting too close to the nest. But she's got all the interlopers out of the area, got the babies fed now, so she's kind of on guard now till Dad comes back with the next prey item, and she'll get it ready and go feed the youngsters. They have their breakfast, and that's the first course. It looked like a small bird, wasn't in there long, so next feeding will fill them up even more. But they're getting to where they can put away quite a bit of chow because, again, they're 2.5 weeks old. And from hatch to flight on Cooper Hawks is only 5.5 weeks. So they'll fly on the 4th of July. It's amazing, but they grow that fast. Well, there she is, keeping an eye on the territory, keeping the babies safe. Had a good feed. I'm going to sit up here on guard duty and make sure no interlopers or predators get too close to the babies. And she'll be listening for the male. When he comes back with the food, he'll make bick bick noise like that, which means I got the food, and she'll sail over and get it. All right, we'll wait for the next feeding then. She's kind of looking over the back there. She's probably worried about that squirrel. He hangs around. She don't want him in that nest, not with those youngsters. All right then. Okay, we'll try a little close-up on her. Our lighting's good. She hears that bird over there. But as a rule, they don't usually hunt that close to the nest because they want these birds to raise their young. And then when their Cooper Hawk babies get out of the nest, it gives them a chance to hunt and practice on these birds, and they're safe in the area. So that's why they hunt further away from the nest. They're leaving these birds, their youngsters, for the Cooper Hawk babies to practice on when they first come out of the nest. Oh yeah, she's looking down. Now if one of them gets too relaxed, she'll correct that. But they have the male hunting a ways away for that very reason. Oh yeah, she's looking straight at us now. But she's seen me for years. I've been coming for about 5-6 years. So she knows I'm no threat to her or the young. Sometimes I come in, I can't find her, I start walking out, she'll make a call. Then I can find her, but I think it's kind of funny. She'll sit there and she can be almost invisible with all this plumage and the color she's got, and then all the leaves now, but She's just sitting there now, just right above the trail, not concerned with people at all. Well, we're glad she's giving us a nice close-up. Alright, we'll let her rest then. I got one of them wiggling around a little bit on the left there. Oh yeah, there comes a wing. Look at this guy. Look how big they're getting. Yep, time to wake up. A little over 3 weeks old now. Stretch around here. Oh, they're getting feathered out really good. Beautiful morning. Come in and check on our Cooper hawks. And Mama was telling them to lay low earlier. There's a crow in the area and check it. Oh, this guy's just a stretching. Yeah, when Mama gave the warning call, they laid low. So now that's all over with. They're standing up here stretching a little bit, flapping those wings. Look at this guy. All right, what a good-looking Cooper hawk. Here comes the number 2. He can't outdo me. There's 3 of them in there. All right, so we can get all 3 here doing an exercise session. Oh yeah, I think number 3's off to the left now. Yeah, there's 3 on the left, 2 in the middle, and 1 on the other side. So they're all 3 going to show themselves. Good, healthy Cooper hawks. My goodness, there we go. Look at my feathers. Well, it's a pleasure to come in here early and listen to the birds sing and watch these Cooper hawks wake up. Oh yeah. We get to hear all the birds on the trail and watch these guys. One guy's got a peacock across the valley. That's that weird noise. It's not a local bird, you know. Oh yeah, look at the heads now. These are happy campers. They had a good snooze last night. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3 heads. Yeah. Oh, we always chance of having 4 too. We never know. Oh, here, look at this one. That's fooled me in the past. That nest is so deep sometimes when you're done you wind up with 4, so. Okay, cross over to that side and I'm over here. Play a little tag in the nest here. Good morning exercise for these guys. Oh yeah, work it out, jumping up and down. Look at that. See, they'll fly by the 4th of July. Doesn't take long for the Cooper hawks. Just beautiful birds. Alright, there's the other one over there. We got 3 we've counted. I think there might even be 4. They move around so quick. The nest is deep. There we go. There's the other one. Oh yeah. Our lighting is pretty good this morning. And remember, Mama's close by. She told the crows where to go. And when she gave the warning call, these guys, they laid down, were inconspicuous then. Now that's all past, so now they can exercise and do their morning ritual here. Look at the wing feathers already. You can get some brown color to them. How great is that? There you go, back over this way. They're just having a little recess here. The ones will check it out behind the trunk there. They're just having a wonderful time. Sounds like they're going to be doing a little maintenance here. Okay, got one standing up here, number 2 standing up. Whoa, look at the feathers now. Man, the wings. Oh yeah, here comes the. Oh yeah, Mama's in there feeding now. She came in with some food. Yeah, Mama's checking on them. There we go. See what Mama brought for lunch. She's checking, making sure all the babies are all right. 3.5 weeks old now. Look at, they can stand up there. Look how many feathers on the wings and the tail. Yep, mom's tearing into it and handing it out. What a great time to be here just for lunch. Look at these guys. Look how big they are. Almost the same size as she is. And we got 4 big babies in there. Oh yeah. There's Mama. She's doing her job. The little guys were sleeping away here and Mama came in with the food. How cool is that? We try to get a feeding every time we come in so we can kind of see what she's got. It's probably a bird, but the size of these little Cooper hawks after a few days are just going crazy. Look at the breast feathers that are coming in. And again, 3.5 weeks, so they're getting there. Well feathered out. They'll fly in 5.5 weeks from hatch to flight. Mama's all just taking little strips and giving them a little bit. And they seem to be taking turns here. She's got good table manners for them. Oh yeah. But maybe a couple of them got fed earlier, so sometimes that happens. But the hungriest one is right up front, I'll guarantee you that. Getting all kinds of chow, and Mom's making sure that nobody goes hungry. Okay, this one's coming up. I'll have a bite of that. Now you have to wait your turn. One right in front of me eating. Oh yeah, Mom's right into it. These guys are moving around pretty good now. Yep, they're walking around, getting up high in the nest. Mom keeps tearing off strips of meat and handing it to them. She come in pretty silently, real quiet. Not a cackle or nothing. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's regular little Cooper hawks now walking on top of the nest here and waiting their turn. Mom feeding away here. Excellent lighting, filtered light. Couldn't get any better. Okay, she's done. She hopped up here now. She's cleaning her beak a little bit. I think she's going to sail out of here. There we go. Little guys are looking. We'll see what happens. And there she goes, coming right over here. There they are, standing. Mom, where'd you go? Oh, maybe they'll exercise a little bit. Okay, we'll come back in a little bit, see what's going on here. Yeah, they're checking around, see if there's any scraps left. They're turning right around. Yep, feeding time's over and they're checking the scraps, making sure they got it all. We'll see if they do a little exercise session. I'm going to lay back down. Look at this guy. Got a good nest of healthy birds here. 4 nice Cooper hawks. The legs are just yellow. Nope, that one hopped down off the limb and into the nest, checking around for a scrap or a toy. Use the legs for toys and leftover bones. But what they really want, hear Dad call Mom in with some food. There's one peeking between the 2 trunks of the trees. He's right up in the front for the food. First come, first serve, that's where he'll be. He's the chow hound, he needs his food. The other ones, well, they're kind of just preening up. This one's holding his position right there in the front. When the food comes in, he'll be the first one served. Playing with sticks now, using his feet. Well, something I got caught in a twig. Mom's coming in, and there's the food. Mama's delivering the food. Baby jumps up front, Look at them going for it. My goodness. Well, they've been waiting. We had a good breeze and a little sprinkle. Now the sun's out and Mama brought the food. And there she is just handing it out. This piece is for you, and the wind is blowing. Little guy up front, well, his strategy worked. He's getting the first chance. He's down in there and the other one's standing there waiting. But they line up, they reach out, and they all get fed, so. Oh yeah, Mama's proud of these babies. I got you some good food here. Sailed out and caught this critter, and now we're going to have a little picnic here right up in the nest. All right. Yep, she's doing a great job. She makes sure they all get fed. Oh yeah, they're tug of war now. They're really pulling. They tried to take it away from her that time. It didn't work. Mama hung on to it. She's dissecting it and making sure everybody's going to get a share here. But each feeding we record, you can see how much they've grown. Now this has been 3.5 days since the last feeding, and they are just going crazy. And they've gotten so big, they're almost all feathered out. They even got their breast feathers and on the top of their head. And they'll be flying in about 1.5 weeks. So, well, we've got a great feeding here. It'll be interesting to see what she brought. It's good size. She didn't just drop it off. She's been tearing it, and they've tried to snag it away. There they go. There's a big piece of red meat. Oh yeah. They're having a good feed. I have seen them bring in very young rabbits too, little bunnies. I've seen that for the past couple years. I didn't think they did bunnies, but they do here. But most of it is the birds. And she is doing a fine job of feeding them this time. All right. Looks like she's about finishing up here a little bit. Heads are bobbing. We have no idea what the food was, but we know it's good size because they've been feeding for a while. And they're still making sure they're getting in there every bite. None of them have backed off yet, so we don't have any of them gotten full yet. When they get enough food, then they'll back off, but they're all four just crowded right in there. There's a good red piece, man. It may have been a rabbit. That'd be a good size. But there's a lot of meat on a robin too. Yep, they're just reaching out. She's tearing up more strips. Still going at it. Well, we're glad that the wind settled down. There we go. The other birds have quieted down now, so we'll see how it goes here. Now, I haven't heard the male, like I said. He's off hunting still. And the heads are just a bobbing. There, he choked down a big piece. Look at that guy. I could hardly swallow that chunk. All right, he got him a big one. He got a little fuzz on top of his head. He's getting full. He's going to walk over the other side now. He's trying to work his crop around so he can get rid of it. Mama's feeding the other three down in there still, so we got one that got full anyway. Look at his crop. My goodness. He wants to go back in and try to get a little more. Okay, Mama's done now. Up she goes, and here she's going to fly, and there she goes. All right. Flew over here in the tree. I'll go see if I can locate her. This is looking, hey Mom, where'd you go? Thanks for the good feed. We're all full now. Okay, she just flew out of the nest and flew down here now. She just cleaned her beak, and now she's sitting here just kind of relaxing. She's got the babies fed now. And it was a big prey item. She got a fair amount of it herself, so. But all the little guys are happy now, and Mama's got food too, and there she's gonna get her beak cleaned up. She usually works her feet a little bit too. Yep, gonna rest now. 1 foot up. Just kind of staring off there, watching everything in the area. I'll try to zoom in a little bit on her. There you go. Smacking her beak. That's pretty tasty. Well, now they'll hang out. She'll guard the nest and wait till Dad comes back with some more food. He just got time to drop it off and take off again because, like I say, he got 4 babies the same size as him plus her to feed. So that's the way it goes right now. They get a little bit bigger where they don't need to be guarded, and she'll help hunt too. So, but for now, her main job is to guard these babies. They got a lot invested. 30-some days of incubation and all that. So, yeah, she's giving us a good profile. All right then, we'll call that good then. Oh yeah, this one's finishing up snacking the nest. Well, the robins have settled down now. See what this guy's up to. He's going to venture off to this side a little bit. A little fuzzy head, making sure he found every scrap in the nest. It's a deep nest. You see them pop right down in there, even at their size. They're full size already. Well, that's what they do. They get out of the nest now and up on the limbs. They might be a few feet above the top. Oh yeah, I got a little close up now. Mama's just feeding that one. He was up above on the limb and sailed right down in there. Oh yeah, getting a good snack. Mama, it looks like from her crop she had a good feed too. This is the one called Johnny Come Lately. Well, that's a pretty good strategy. The other one's got to eat first this morning, and Mama came in with a big helping for this one, and they're sharing it together. All right, look at that. What a good mama. They all got fed, and the one that hanging out in the nest, he didn't get his breakfast, so Mom got something ready and brought it right over here to this one. Call me late, don't call me late for breakfast. Oh yeah, good feed going now. This is our feeding position. We always make our feedings from this side here. And we're here early this morning. So we got in on the first feed for this one. Mama ran a squirrel off and landed up in the tree. Next to me, I got a good video over there. Now she sailed off and got some food and is now feeding this one. And it looks like a happy camper to me. Oh yeah, they're getting right down into it. We'll just check it out. Back off just a little bit maybe here. Oh yeah, they're tearing right into it. Finishing up now. The other ones are fed. They're up on top, over the left tree and the right tree. There, Mama's looking around, wondering where the other ones are. You hear all the other birds singing too. They're glad there's no rain forecast for today. It's going to be nice and warm and sunny. So everybody will have an enjoyable day. And this is the happy camper. Got a little fuzz on the top of his beak there. All safe in the nest here, sharing breakfast with Mama. Like I said, the other ones there were fed. Oh yeah, he's looking around. He's going to take off now, I think. What's he looking at? Hopping up here. He's the brancher. Going back up on top. He had enough to eat. Mama sails out the back door and there she goes. All right. Okay, breakfast time in the Cooper Hawk nest. Mama's feeding them all again. Called them down in using this as the breakfast table. They were all up in the limbs, and see, they're still calling them back to the nest. Boy, they're all there too now, all lined up. Mom's in her favorite spot. Got two eating there, one on the limb. I know all four are in there. We'll keep an eye on them a little bit here. Yeah, they're getting big. It's after the 4th of July now, so they're flying good. They're all over the trail here, and Mom's handing out the food. That guy here pays to come in early. The early snooper finds a Cooper. Look at their plumage now. It's been a couple of days since we've been here. They're all feathered out now and looking really good. But she'll do that. She'll go catch something, come right back to the nest here. This is her feeding station. And they'll hang out here on the trail and start to play around with things and start to catch stuff on their own pretty quick. All part of their education, getting them ready for the fall migration. Efficient enough to catch their food. But this is just great. Having a great feeding in here, and they've now fledged. They're beyond the brancher stage. And they go up and down the trail, across on the other side little bits, but still fairly close to the nest. And like I say, that's her feeding station. Boy, look at them. They're all the same size as she is, just getting right into it. Well, we certainly like that. You hear all the other birds just singing away this morning. Had a little rain last night. It was dry, so everybody's happy here at the feeding. We'll see how it goes.
Come on.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4 feeding, and Mom just handing it out. This piece for you, this one's for you. They still got their table manners. She's got them trained to line up here. Getting bigger chunks, so one's got his back turned away and he's eating on the piece he got, so all should go well at this feeding. We'll keep a close eye on them. Imagine the amount of food Dad's got to bring in now to feed all these guys. In and out, back and forth. Well, he's done it for many years that I know of already, so he's used to it. Oh yeah, they got a little tug of war there. Mom's doing a fine job. What a great spot. I kind of thought I heard a little call from one. Looks like Mom had a good feed too. Yeah, their feathers are looking really good. They're right in the juvenile plumage now, all feathered out pretty good. One's got a little white on the head yet. Yeah, we had one late bloomer in this clutch this year. It's 24 hours younger than the other ones because she started incubating and laid that last egg, so it's 24 hours later. But other than that, all the other ones are the same age. What we got here is perfect timing. You can't beat this. Oh yeah, another one came down out of the tree. He wants his, and Mom's out the back door, I think. Unless she turned around. She may have turned around here. Yeah. She flew out the back door now. And there they are with the food. Called food fight now, I'll tell you. My goodness, I'll back off a little bit. See what they're really up to here. Yeah, they had a good feed. Mom took out the back door. Looks like they all got fed pretty good. Now back up in the branches again. This is my favorite spot to come in. They view so much good stuff here. Especially this nest here. This pair's been here for 10 years that I know of. Been here for quite a while. Alright, they're starting to fly now. Let's see what's going on. Okay, this is the last one finishing up. You see all her downy feathers on the nest. Still looks like cotton balls. You can see how well feathered out he is. All four of them were in there eating. Mom was feeding them, and finally got done. They went back up in the trees. Mom took out of the back door, and this one here is finishing up the tidbits. So they all got fed good. But you can see our lighting is absolutely perfect right now. And we had one was eating here, finishing up, and he plopped back down in the nest. The other one had a little food fight, and then I think this is the winner here, and the other one took off. Wee, that's their sound. And they'll eventually learn how to do the Cooper Hawk call, but for now, they're doing their wee noise. There, see, you got the bluish gray eyes. Look at the crop getting filled out. No fuzz on the top of the head. He's fledged out good. He's looking really healthy and good now. And we're all excited about it. Come down here and view this. My goodness, looking right at me now. And the other three siblings, well, they flew over in the other tree now, and they're up there talking to each other and flopping around. They eat so good, I think they'll slow down and digest their food. I'll try to get closer, and there they go, calling. Flew across the trail here, right over my head. Watch this guy eat a little bit more here. Alright. I'll see if we can find the other ones. Okay, this one flew over here now. This guy's back to us. You can see we're getting blue sky now. Sunshine coming in. Oh yeah, looking over the back here. Just seeing what's going on. Eyes are all lit up. Maybe we'll hear one of the siblings call and we'll get to record that. They hide in these leaves, it's hard to find them. Stretching his foot out. See how relaxed he is? They had a good feed. Perched up here, catching a little sun. Maybe he'll start preening up. We know he had a good breakfast. So we're going to see if we can find some of the others. It's really hard to pinpoint them now because they can get away quick and hide up in the leaves here. They've fledged now. They just go back to the nest here to eat and sleep. And then eventually they'll roost on the limbs, but they're still sleeping in the nest. They are able to fly out and around. Oh yeah, a little insect bugging him now. But insect comes for the little bit of blood residue on his beak. And then that'll attract the hummingbird if he gets wind of the bug there and try to come over and catch the bug. That's the relationship. They've been trying to figure that out for years, why they hang around raptor nests, but it's for the insects. All right, look at getting under the wing here. All right. He's got those white spots on their back for the juvenile plumage. Each wing has white spots. Oh, we're going to have a great preening here, looks like. And stretched out his wing and getting everything squared away now. Now there's one flying in to his buddy here. You heard that call. He's watching him. He's over in the other tree. You got two more. There you go. So they're getting around. This is their learning stage now. They'll, if the wind blows a leaf, they'll attack it and try to catch it. They start playing with twigs and stuff with their feet. But they go through quite a learning process here, so they're all ready for the migration on their own. There's another insect bugging him, see? Here's what he thinks about that. Oh my, almost got my camera on that one. There he's calling a little bit. He may fly, join his buddies, yep. I'm going to see if I can figure out where they went.